Joseph William Sharts was an American attorney, political activist, newspaper editor and writer. Born in 1875 in Hamilton, Ohio, the son of attorney Joseph William Sharts and Sarah Bell Ely. He attended high school in Dayton and graduated from Harvard in 1897. In 1915, he married Ruth Helfenstein, the two having one son. As a lawyer, he defended American Communist Party leaders C. E. Rothenberg, Alfred Wagenknecht, and Charles Baker. In 1917, and a year later, he also defended Eugene V. Debs, 5 times presidential candidate for the Socialist Party of America, all for supposedly breaching the Espionage Act. While Rothenberg and co. received a year in prison, Debs was sentenced to 10 years on account of his popularity with the public, had his appeals rejected, and was only released by Warren Harding, commuting his sentence 2 years later. In the 1920s, Sharts was a publisher of the Miami Valley Socialist newspaper and held a committee position within the Socialist Party, running for governor of Ohio for the party 3 times, but his best showing was 1.25% in 1932. In 1924, he defended former Bishop William Montgomery Brown during his heresy trial due to his interest in Marxism and socialism. He died in 1965 in Dayton. He had written a handful of novels between 1901 and 1913. Today we shall be reviewing his first book, Ezra Cain. The story is a typical madman's manuscript in the tradition of Dickens and Maupassant. The narrator, writing from within an asylum, goes into detail about his past and about how he always felt there was something odd about him. He and his mother lived alone on the ground floor of a great, empty mansion where his mother was utterly terrified of even approaching the staircase, deathly afraid of approaching the upper rooms, but leaving the narrator to wander about, having no friends to play with. One day, as he rummages about the upper floor, he finds an old hat, cane, and a golden locket, and when his mother finds him dressed so, she becomes manic and drags him downstairs in an utter panic. A similar reaction, only much worse, occurs any time the boy asks for any information involving his father, whom he never knew, and who is a dead man, not dead like other men, his mother tells him. The village where they live regards them with suspicion, pointing fingers and audibly whispering whenever they pass by in the street. For this reason, the narrator grows to hate them all with a bitter, seething passion. After an incident at church, he is forced to stay home or roaming the countryside, but is always at a distance from the village itself. As he wanders about, he keeps hearing voices, and then at night is racked by terrible headaches. When his mother gets sick, all the gossips in the village volunteer to help, only to leer and spy about the house, which further infuriates him. What's more, at this time, he is greatly affected by an encounter with a madman on a train. One morning, he wakes up from a stupor as the doctor is frantically banging on the door, demanding to be let in, and Ezra, confused, chooses to escape into the forest instead. He doesn't know what happened, but he feels an evil, leering face observing him wherever he goes, although he never manages to see it. He makes his escape, wandering the countryside and through the plains like a wild animal, howling like a wolf, bereft of reason, but avoiding capture with the cunning of the madman, as is his inheritance. The book, though brief, is a grim, cutting tale of madness, such that very few come even close to matching it.